So this is my, I guess my first official YouTube video for you guys, and I did promise that we were going to talk about food budgeting. I know I mentioned it on my Facebook, so if you don't have me on Facebook, it's Kim Peppers, and if you're looking for me on Instagram, it's Kim Peppers3. Same thing with Snapchat. So yeah, today's goal is to talk about how I created, without asparagus, a $11 food budget. So I'm going to kind of go over that with you right now. I have a few foods here to show you that kind of hit the list. But basically, I have in front of me my meal plan sort of broken down into more of a macros based thing. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the exact same foods, but this is how I achieved the price point of $11. So I have here that I have oatmeal written, okay? And oatmeal is dirt cheap, right? So for example, I prefer the boxes because the packets are easier to sort of navigate and whatever. I can just rip it open. I know the serving size, etc. And so I'll buy these ones usually, and I'll use probably 3 of the plain in a day, and then just to added sweetness for one of my servings, I will use 1 of the lightly sweetened apple cinnamon. So that, after doing the math, per little packet, and I use 4 in a day to hit my macros, works out to be 16 cents each. Okay, so let's do some quick math here. So I'm going to bring up my calculator on my phone to make life easier here. But we'll go... we're looking at basically 60 cents. Okay, so we're at 60 cents. Gotcha? Okay, clear. So we'll just clear this whole calculator. So we have 60 cents. Another thing that's super cheap to eat is tuna. So these cans are actually usually 98 cents a can at Walmart, and I'll have 1 to 2 a day. So let's say hypothetically that I do 2. And I also can find them, I found them at Independent for 88 cents before, and usually I'll just buy like 20 of them at once. So we're at 60 cents for our oats, okay? Now we're at $2, let's say, for our tuna. If you can find chicken breast for cheaper than $3.99 a pound, then you're doing really well and you should buy it. At $3.99 a pound, if I say I have anywhere between 12 to 16 ounces in a day, so I spread that over the time, I figured out that one 16-ounce serving works out to be 0.75 of a pound, so that's $3. Okay, so we're at $3. Okay, this is the protein right now that I'm using. My protein, if I buy a big bin, or a bin this size is usually okay too, at 2 pound. I use this, or I use a KZ Naturals as well. Works out to be about $1 a serving, and I only use 1 scoop in a day. So we're at another $1 there. Okay? An apple. 1 apple a day I have in my diet. So 48, 50 cents when they're on sale. Okay, so I'm going to put 50 cents for my apple. Okay, sounds good. Berries are super cheap right now too. It's summertime, right? So you can usually find other options as well. I often, when I see them that cheap, like when you see sort of, $2.50 or $1.50 for a thing of blueberries, I'll just wash them up and freeze them because it's cheaper than buying the frozen versions. Rice, okay? We all eat tons of rice, so I buy my 10-minute rice. This one's a little bit more expensive because I'm lazy and don't want to make 20-minute rice because I'm not great at making rice. My rice, I did the math. Where you at, rice? Worked out to be, I think it was 21 cents a serving, and I probably, like, that's for a full cup of rice. I'd probably have max 2 servings. So now I'm at 40 cents, okay? So we're at 40 cents for my rice. So what else do we have on here? We have eggs. So I'm eating anywhere from 4 to 6 eggs a day. If you're buying your eggs for $2.99 a carton, or if you can get away super cheap with getting it for $1.99, somewhere in there, you're looking at about 20 cents an egg. So I spend $1 a day on eggs. I'm writing all of this down. Okay? So like I said, I haven't included my asparagus yet. A bag of spinach, what does that run for? They're usually 2 for $3. I might use 3/4 of a bag in a day. So we're looking at 75 cents. Another thing, if you can, I know it's not easy for everybody, but to try and grow your own vegetables. So I'm doing that with cucumbers, carrots, peppers, you name it, I grow it. Or if you can go to a farmer's market, you can often find those things for cheaper, or if you know people that grow them. Okay, so that's something to consider as well. So we have $1 here. Okay, we're up to 3, 6, 9, 10, 50. I'm at $11.25. Okay, so again, not including asparagus, because we all know that that can be ridiculous or the thing that makes or breaks people. I basically have what I eat in a day done for less than $12. So you can make it work. Again, this might even be higher in protein than I normally would do, but I got my carbs, right? There's vegetables in here, again, because I grow a lot of them, that helps. So like I said, not including asparagus and a lot of the vegetables that I do grow myself. So there's ways to get around it. If you want to be incorporating more fruit, again, there's ways to budget around that as well in terms of just looking at more seasonal stuff like that. But you can definitely do under $12. And I mean, in the past, I've competed and I've eaten for $14 a day, including the cost of vegetables. So it definitely is an option. And I'm only at the early stages here. So when I get closer, obviously if my calorie intake is going to go down, my serving sizes are going to go down too, right? So I'm going to be eating closer to maybe 10 or even 950 a day. So it's definitely doable. So yeah, give me a follow on Snapchat, KimPeppers3, or on Instagram, KimPeppers3, or if you want to find me on Facebook, it's just under Kim Peppers or Kim's Health and Wellness Studio. And yeah, I look forward to updating you guys as I go on my journey to nationals, which is August 13th in Vancouver. So yeah, thank you so much. Bye.